So we are going to pretend that we are Empresario land grant agents trying to recruit Anglo-American families, and we're going to try to convince them to live in Texas. In this project, you're going to create an advertisement to recruit settlers into your colony. And then you're going to need to follow the directions on this page. I really, really, really hope and recommend that you make a rough draft, because neatness is worth 10 points. So if you mess up, you want to mess up on your rough draft and then be ready for your final draft. The first thing that you want to do, number one, is that you are going to name your colony. An example of this would be Pineapple Grove, or I've seen Big Cheese Village before, or Harper's Valley, something like that. Maybe use your name, whatever it is, something that you like to do. Someone last year did like a Pokemon players community or something like that. Whatever you want to do. Pick any name, just make up the name of your colony. And then you're going to select a location for your colony. This location has to be near a real river that's in the coastal plains. And so you could say Brazos River, you could say Nueces River, Rio Grande River. There's so many. And if you get stuck on that, just Google East Texas rivers, because there's like a million of them. So your colony needs to be near a river. You can say like 5 miles east of Colorado River or something like that. You can use west bank of the Brazos River like I did. You'll need to describe your land that people are going to see once they get there so that they know what they're getting into. This needs to be a real description of what you really would see in the coastal plains of Texas. The coastal plains are wooded, they are green, it rains frequently, there's plenty of water, it's great for ranching, and it's even great for some types of farming, not all types of farming. Step 4, I skipped a few with my hand motions, sorry. Number 1 was name your colony. Number 2 was give it a location. Number 3 was describe the land. Number 4, you want to clearly list or describe the type of settlers that you're looking for. This part must include your price. Austin charged 12.5 cents per acre, and you need to be in the same range because of the time frame of this Empresario project. So you could say 5 to 20 cents. Anywhere in there is fine with me. All settlers must become Mexican citizens, convert to Catholicism, and be of good moral character. These are required. But then you can add your own on top of that. So if you want to say no slavery, no slaveholders, looking for hard workers only, you could say that you're seeking individuals that enjoy waffles and pancakes and eggs and breakfast food. You can add anything on there that you want. People who like math are not welcome. That's just an example. There's a lot of other examples on there, but my favorite one is Tom Brady fans need not apply. That means if you're a Tom Brady fan, you can't come to my colony. All student-made requirements and descriptions must be school appropriate, and they can't be mean. They can't be directed at someone or a certain group of people. Number 5, you want to write down how much land each person will receive. Now you could say 20 acres per person, but that's not very much given how much Austin was dividing. So he was giving, I forgot what those notes were. He was giving like 640 acres for every man and then 320 for a wife. Now, call me crazy, but I think that men and women should be equal and are of equal value. And so I would give $250 or 250 acres per adult that's over 21 of age. And then children could have a certain number of acres. You can set up these amounts. It's whatever. Somebody last year wrote no toddlers because their fits are terrible. So that was a funny joke. We all thought it was funny. We don't really hate toddlers at all. You could say, you could give like additional land for certain things. So in my colony, I said 500 acres would be subtracted to families that bring cats. Then you could say 250 bonus acres will be given for cowboy fans. 1,000 acres will be added for people of specialty. That would be like a builder, a welder, an engineer, health professional, teachers. We are so valuable. And then experienced cooks. I like to eat, so that's important. Step 6. We're on 6. Draw a picture. Add some kind of design or a page border. Put in some fancy lettering that make it look like a newspaper ad from the 1820s. So you just want to step it up a notch. Instead of like writing everything down, make it fancy, make it presentable, make it to where a family would see that and be like, I think I want to go to that colony. Number 7 is super fun, but it's also totally optional. You can crumble your paper. You can tear the edges. You can rub dirt on your project. Go rub some dirt on it. You can use coffee to stain the white paper. You can paint your paper with brown and white watercolors. And then with the help of an adult. With the help of an adult. Oh, I forgot to tell you. With the help of an adult, you can burn the edges of the paper, or you can nail the project to a piece of wood. So those are the directions. And then I also want to add that this project is going down as a test grade. It's a big deal. If you're going to skip something, don't skip this test project. It is a test, but it's also a project. Projects are due Wednesday, October 28th, 2020 at the start of class. Your Empresario advertisement must be ready to show your class and or display. Guest judges from around Abilene ISD and Madison staff, not your history teachers, will be selected. They are going to judge our projects, and then they're going to select the best 3 projects from each class. Student work may be kept to, it could be kept to use as an example for next year or however many years I want. Please notify your teacher if you would like to have your project back. Remote students, please email a clear picture of your final project to your teacher before your class begins on Wednesday, October 28th. That way your teacher can pull up your project and show the class what you worked on. And I can print them out so that they can be judged by our guest judges. So there's your Empresario project, and those are the directions and how important it is. It's so important. Now I'm going to show you some examples. So hold on, this camera's going to get a little wobbly, I think.